Hello everyone. Welcome to my podcast. Again, this is me, Zorie. And today is podcast number 8, I think. Actually, I'm supposed to record the podcast on January because it's supposed to be on January because that's the day that is supposed to be recorded. It's kind of like a weird thing, but yeah, it's supposed to be the last week of January that I'm supposed to record. But the problem is I don't have things to say at that time, and the fact that on February, like the first half of February, I will have to go to the office every single day, like 5 days a week. I think it's make much more sense because I have much more stuff to talk about. And yeah, I just decided, okay, let's just do it this week instead, because in the schedule I don't have to do it today. It's a little bit complicated about the process and everything, but yeah, I will do it today. And I think this one is supposed to be posted at the end of February, like the time that it officially launched to public, not just a member. So yeah, the time is still timing and it's still fine. Don't worry about it. But the thing is, I do swap the time that I'm supposed to upload the podcast with the, what does it call, the Friday videos time, because timing here is weird. The GPT plus 7 is kind of like threw me off a little bit and get my head a little bit confused along with all of the work that I have to do. So yeah, it's a little bit weird. Here's some good news for some of y'all. The piggies are not present here today with me because I have to go to the office like 5 days a week for 2 weeks, and it just very much inconvenient for them to be up here. And even if I want them to be up here, it can only be like on Saturday and Sunday, but it just like inconvenient. So they all are living downstairs now for like about 2 weeks, and then next week I will just bring them up again like the usual. So if you do miss them, I'm sorry I don't have them right here. I do miss them too, but yeah, you will probably hear them in the next podcast because they will be up here and playing again. Yeah, and I also consider one thing before I actually get into the topic, which is some trigger warning, I guess, because sometimes, just sometimes, the topic that I'm talking about is not really nice, I guess. It's just like it can be trigger to someone, and today I do want to talk about it too. Like, okay, my mind. I want to talk about something that I consider that it might be sensitive to someone. So my solution is that before I really talk about it, I would like to give you a little summary on the trigger warning content type of feeling. Yeah, like that. I don't really know how to put the trigger warning up so that you guys will understand, but the thing is that today's topic is going to include a lot about my like childhood stuff. It is not like, oh, it's so dramatic or anything, but it's kind of like weird because my childhood is weird. My behavior when I was young is so strange, so weird. So yeah, just a little warning, there's a lot of strange thing, kind of like the hallucination phase in my life, along with other stuff as well. But yeah, it's weird, and I'll talk about it, and I hope that none of y'all will get triggered by my childhood story. Is actually is not a serious stuff in my childhood like life, but it's just weird. Okay, I mean, if I say it like this, you guys will be like, why, what happened, well, first story, I have to go by grade so that it can be easier for me to talk about. Then I think I will start with around grade 2, 3, I guess. Yeah, 2, 3. So in Thailand, you actually have to go to pre-elementary school for like 3 years, and then elementary school, like primary school, for 6 years, and then high school for 6 years. I don't really know how to call it, or like how should it supposed to be properly called, but pretty much in Thai system it's like 3, 6, 6, where in the last 6 you can have like the 3 and 3 again, kind of like that stuff. You can also call the last 3 in the 6 like high school, and call the part before that like element. I just don't know, it's just strange, but let's just go with that. If I have to say, so the nursery is around the age of 3 to 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, kind of like that, or like 2, 3, 4. I actually got into the school like a little bit earlier than other people, but it's not out of ordinary in Thailand, because sometimes when parents cannot afford to take care of their child, they just tend to like send them to school earlier instead, and I got sent to the school like when I was 2.5-ish years, and yeah, I started a little bit earlier, and it's just strange. The nursery day, the very baby day, is a little bit strange for me. I don't really remember much, but I do remember that the first year student hates me. Second year, she's so kind, so beautiful. Third year, she is so strict, yet so generous and so like care of their kids. So yeah, that's my 3 years, and I do remember that this is where I first I first found out that I do be allergic to some food. Yeah. And I also remember that I sleep a lot, because technically they will ask us to like sleep after like we eat lunch, and then go upstairs, brush your teeth, go to sleep, and so on. And yeah, it's such a nice memory. And then we get into the actual first years, which I think is like 5, right? Yeah, 5 or 6, kind of like that age. I don't really have stuff to say much, but I am the child who study like special English program since I was young. So in Thailand, you kind of have the normal program and like IEP, English Special International stuff. Like you just will get a lot more chance to study English with the teacher, with the foreign teacher, and my mom just think that this is a good idea. So yeah, I did study there and be in the IEP program, although my family did not speak English like that, but we kind of know English a little bit, and they just want me to like be able to do it as well. So that's happened. And then around my third year, which is around 8 to 9 years old, they just kind of decide that what about we change the program from like the IEP to normal program? How about it? They just want to taste out like, is it English is the same or not? And at that time I'm down as well, because people do be doing that sometime, and I was like, okay, let's just do it. Turns out it was not that great, because the difference between the IEP program and the normal program is pretty large. Like, oh my god, I cannot imagine like why in the world would the normal student do be learning a very basic English, but the IEP student do be learning a very like difficult and hard like structure when they were young. I even got silence in the class because typically in my IEP class, the kids tend to be a little bit more out there and speak up when they get asked questions and so on, and they tend to be a little bit more interactive, to say. Like, we do care a lot about our in-class work. Like, we want to finish first so that we can sit in the front row in front of the door so that we can go out first, kind of like that thing. And in the normal class, the students tend to just be like a little bit more shy, and they don't really interact much. Like, I think they do try to interact with the teacher, but the language barrier is like there, and it's pretty hard for them to talk to the teacher. Like, I do understand, because my friends do be like struggling, and you can see that when you were young, and the fact that they do be whispering and asking like, hey, what is the teacher saying and talking about? It's like, it's true, it happens, and I mean, I'm fine with it, but it's just a little bit difficult, to say the least. And yeah, that's the difference, I guess. And then the fourth year, I moved back to IEP because I don't think that it worked like that. And when I moved back, everything just changed. And the IEP kid, especially if you were in the King's classroom, they tend to be arrogant, and they are very protective over the special group status, I guess. Because when I do go back, everyone just hate me, because it's like I betray them to be with the normal people, which is, at the time, I was like, what the hell are you talking about? I just changed the class because I want to, not just like because I hate you. I want to do a little bit of experiment, and it kind of helped with the financial status at my house as well, because it's like 1/3 of the price that I have to pay. It's just way cheaper, and I do like it. And yeah, it just happened, and they were like, no, you betray us, and we don't want that to happen. You cannot do that type of situation. And I was like, you know what, say whatever you want to say, boo-boo, because I don't care, and I won't care about you, because like, that's just stupid, very much stupid. And if you actually can like be like that, I don't think we work with each other very well, like whatever. So I kind of don't care about someone who say stuff like that anymore. But in the same time, I do still have some friends from that class, because not everyone is like that. And if you are actually an intelligent kid, you wouldn't care about it, which, yeah, the real smart one don't care about it. And yeah, it just happened throughout the year, and then I just decided to change the school, because I don't love the school like that. I was like, yeah, it's fine, it's near my house, but it's still expensive and I don't need this. Like, I don't. And I do have some other school lists that I want to attend, because, you know, I know this one and I think this one is way better than this one, or even the one that I'm in. So I go and do some tests, and for the first one, the one that I most want to get in, I didn't get in. Like, I'm not the real one who have the name in the class, but I am the other one. Like, if the real one, they don't want to be there anymore, they can cancel, right? And if the cancel number is up enough, I can also get into that school as well, because my name is in the list type of situation. And the friend, some of them do be like, oh my god, you're so like lame, like you're stupid, you are not good enough, that's the reason why you didn't get it. And even some of the teachers, like, I do have beef with some teachers, some of them hates me so much. They do be like, yeah, I don't think that you're going to get into that school, because judging by your knowledge, no way, there's no way that you get in type of situation. But yeah, I just really don't care, and I go to the other school, get test there. I got in with the special science math program, like, as well. And my family just decided that, okay, if the first school that I want to go is not work, then we should go to the second one, because they do have special program again with focus on like math and science, which is great. They just say that and they just enroll me there. But after I already enroll, sign up, and pay for everything for the second school, the first school just say, hey, we already got some place for you, do you want to come and study here? And yeah, that's one of the most regrets moment that I have in my life, because I turned that down. I was just like, you know what, we should just go with the number 2. Like, I don't care, we already pay, we are not going to just lose this, because we pay. And you know, if I go to another place, I still have to like pay for the tuition and stuff still. So like, no. And yeah, I got to the second school of mine, and it's actually nice. Like, the teacher are not that picky about me. The PE teacher do be picky about me, because I'm not their best student, because, you know, I don't really like sport, especially if they are not swimming. But other than that, it's pretty fine. The curriculum is okay. The friends is very nice, because I have the best friend from here, and I also have the worst friend from here. So yeah, it's kind of fine. My BFFs also study here. We also met here. So yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. And I studied there for 3 years, and then it's time to like move again. Like sometimes when you do study from grade what, 7, 8, 9, when you're grade 10, like 10, 12, 11, which is high school, you can change the high school as well. And I still have the passion to move to the first school that I think about, that I didn't get in from grade 7. So yeah, I do enroll there, and at first I again didn't get in as like get in. I do get in like if somebody cancel that. And I also have to take the test from the second school that I currently study in. Like I have to select the program that I want to study. It turns out that I did not get the science math class, but I do get the Francais class. Like they do provide science, math and English, and then Francais, what is that? German and Chinese. To be fair, at that time, I don't like Chinese much because there's a lot of letters and I cannot do that. Like, I can't. Although I know that it might be better if I study that, but I just cannot do that. So I didn't do that. I chose Francais instead and I got in, and then later I just found out that I got in at the first school. So yeah, I moved because when you compare Francais to that school, the one that I want to go in is like a dream, some sort of like type of situation. So I was like, okay, let's just go, because actually I still haven't paid anything from my school that I got to study Francais, because they just let us choose first. So yeah, let's just move. And then I move, and I kind of have a very chill 3 years in my life. The curriculum is very hard, like a stone, like I don't know, very much hard, but it's great in the sense that it's still manageable, and I do have much more time to be with myself, because they kind of teach in the university way. They are not trying to say what you should do or what you shouldn't do. They just let you like do it by yourself. They're not even being like, hey, you have to send the homework here this time. They just like, I don't care, you just have to send it. If you don't, then it's 0. You also have to like kind of track your own score if you are sure that you're not going to send any homework. Like you just have to be very good at doing the test. And it's also fine as well, because we don't give a damn about it. You just have to like, get a very good grade, and you can just not send any homework kind of stuff. It's like weird, but that's work. And yeah, it's helped me grow a lot from being a very bratty child to know the world, and to lastly know how to manage myself. It's just a lot of growth at this point. So now I'm going to divide my life phase into 3 parts. This is going to be long, because this episode I'm only going to talk about my school life in general. And yeah, let's start with the first part of my life, the baby step, the step that I take a walk first. So when I was in my first school, the way I see the world is very, very different from how I see the world now, because the environment there are kind of giving me a you have to be so good at whatever you are doing. You have to be so superb at everything type of feelings. And I do need to feel like that. Like I need to feel like I'm important, like I'm special than other people. So yeah, a lot of crazy thing happens. For example, at one point when I was young, I became a, what does it call? Fortune teller, I think. I don't know, it's not really a fortune teller. It's more like a psychic. And it's also work, which is weird. Like, I do remember one time clearly, I saw one of the classmates, and I just warned her like, hey, I don't know why, but I think I have to tell you this, that be careful around your head, because I think you're going to bong into something. Like, I don't know, I just have that feeling, and I just want to tell you. And then the day later, she just ran to me and said like, oh my god, how could you know that? You know what, the things that you just say, yesterday when I'm about to like go home, I actually banged my head into I think the door or something, because I think the time that the person in front of her opened the door is different when she opened the door type of situation, and she just banged her head into the wall, and you know, she got hurt a little bit, and she was like, oh my god, you're like a psychic or something. And I was like, I don't know, it just, you know, stuff and whatever. And then this similar stuff do happen here and there. It's just a very subtle times that I do feels like that, and it happened. But someone in the school do be saying like, oh my god, you know what would be fun? She should read the tarot card. And then they bring me the deck of tarot card, and it's my first time seeing the tarot card and even knowing that the tarot card exists, in the sense of like you can use it to tell your fortune and not to play like mashing it or something. And she just asked me like, can you read it for me? Can you read my fortune for me? And I was like, it was not mine, it was yours. How am I supposed to know like what is it represent? And then she was like, no, all you need to do is like, you know, I will open it, and then you will say whatever you feel about the one that I opened to me, and you know, that's pretty much it. And I was like, okay, fine, I guess, because she's not going to be stopped. Like, she's not stopping. And yeah, she opens it up. I saw things, like I saw the character on the card, and I just say like, yeah, this and that according to whatever she just opened up. And I think it's just 3 cards that she's open and the next one coming, and I was like, y'all know that I cannot do that, right? And they were like, no, just do it. It's gonna be fun. Like, we don't care whether it's true or not true, we just need you to do it. And I was like, okay, fine. And I do it for like 5 people, I guess. And then the lunchtime is over. And then, yeah, the next day just happened again, like, but fewer people. And they happen for pretty much the whole year that I am in the normal class alongside with other stuff. But it's just like very weird, strange moment, because until this day I don't think that I'm good at reading people fortunes, because I am not trying and I don't know how to do it. But yeah, it does happen in the past, and it's so weird. It's such a weird memories. Oh, and they do be paying me, but not with the real money, but with the paper money. So yeah, I guess it's fine, because they pay me already. But yeah, and then when I moved back to the IEP class, it just like really changed, because nobody really care about me. The room, like between the IEP class and the normal class, are far from each other, so I didn't get to talk to my friends. Only time that I can talk to my friend is like lunchtime or after school. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I do be struggling about my identity crisis, because sometimes when you get too much attention, you will feel certain something, and when you don't get attention at all and get some sort of like boycotting, your mindset will be like lower there, and it's pretty bad to the point where nobody want to do the group works with me, because they already have the group. Like, that's one thing. And the second thing is like, I'm the betrayer, like I'm the traitor or something. So like, they don't want to do the work with me, and the smart kids already have their group like packed already. If they don't have like special space for me, then they're not going to like let me in, because that's not their job, and they're already set and still, and they don't like to change stuff. Which, to be fair, I understand them and I don't really mind them, so yeah, it's fine for that. But I still get to do the work with some of the guys in the class, because the guys don't really care whoever is going to be in the group. They just want the work to be done, and I tend to get the work done. And sometimes I do be doing the work in exchange for money. I just say like, you know what, if you aren't going to do it at all, I think it would be better if you pay me to do it, and I can do it alone, and then we all can just be happy. And they agree with that, so that's do happen. And yeah, do some business since I was a kid. And yeah, that was one time. I think 4th or 5th years, the computer teacher do be liking me so much, to the point where she asked me to help her with her like white hair on her head, like to like pick it out of her hair type of situation around the chilling time during the computer class. And she trusts me enough to the point where she will give me the money and ask me to go down and buy some like food up for her in the classroom. Like, that trust. And the incident happened, although I do like that all the time. I buy stuff for her, I take care of her like white hair. One day she give me the money and say like, hey, could you please go down and buy me the tea and some of the sausages? Like, thank you. And she hand me the money, and then I was like, okay, tea and sausage, and I go down and buying stuff. But I guess I kinda disassociate with myself, because I do remember that I don't remember why I am there. And my first instinct is like, oh, why am I here? Oh, there's a lot of people, because some class already over, and my mind just go, oh, I probably done with my class. So yeah, let's just go buy some food, because like usually when the class are all over, I will buy some food and then go to the table and eat it and like wait for my parents to come, because usually my parents are late to like pick me up and stuff. So yeah, I just do that, and I think it took around like 30 minutes, like half of hour time. My friends actually ran to me and be like, where are you? The teacher is looking for you. The class is almost over. Like, hey, what are you doing? Like, why you took so long? And I was like, what? What are you talking about? The class is already over. And she's like, no, the class is not over. The teacher just asked you to go down and buy the food. Don't you remember that? And I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. And then I looked down. I actually have tea and the sausages that she asked me to buy, and I did not eat that. Like, I have the two of that on my table along with my food that I'm eating. But yeah, I didn't eat the other two, and then was like, oh yeah. Well, this one is hers, and yeah, this one is mine. I think, I don't know, I just lost my mind or something, and then me and her just like walked back to class. I got scolded by the teacher a little bit. She was like, oh my god, what take you so long? Like that. And I'm about to say like, I don't know what happened. And then my friend just say like, oh, she just go to the bathroom. I think she have some like, problem. She might go to poop type of situation and so on. And then the teacher just let me go. But still, I'm still holding the food in my hands, and all of the other people in the classroom just stare at me, like up and down, and look at the food and be like, what the fuck are you doing? And at the time, I just like, I don't know what I'm doing as well. And yeah, that's happened. And the situation like that do be happening here and there, where I cannot differentiate between my dreams and the reality, because I do be dreaming a lot about stuff that happens in my school, and sometimes I get it mixed, and sometimes I know that it cannot happen because it's not real. Like, something like zombie in the school is not happening, so yeah, I kind of use that as a differentiation. I think there was one time that I dreamed about something scary, and at that time my friends in the classroom just talking about their scariest dream. And I just decided that, you know what, I'm just going to join them, because why not? And I joined them by saying like, yeah, actually a few nights ago I do be dreaming about something scary as well, and it's so scared that it's wake me up. And they were like, what is it that you're scared about? And I just say like, oh, they do be having some murderers in our school. Like, I think they were prisoner that got out, and then one of our friend get beheaded, like and the head is in this bathroom, and we still didn't find her body and so on. And then the other friends say like, oh my god, yeah, I do have a bad dream about that person that you dreamed to, and I think we should warn them that they are in danger and so on. And I was like, I mean, it's just a dream though, should we? And they were like, oh no, we should. And then they go and warn them, and that person gets scared so much to the point where the teacher call us all and like kind of talk to us like, yo, what happened, what are you doing, why is she so scared that she cannot cross the road and so on. and we explain, and the teacher is like, oh my god, the kid is being kid right now, and it just got dropped off. It's kind of weird. It's just super strange that it happened. And then I don't know, some other weird thing do happens, and it just, I guess, fine, cause every time it's just weird thing with the weird thing with the other weird things on top of each other. And what else? What else? Oh, no. I just try my best to get the memory out, because most of the story there are the one that I don't want to remember, and I just try my best to forget it. Like type of situation, because I just hate that. Thank you very much. And yeah, I don't think there is other thing else that I can actually talk about, because other stuff is pretty damn to me, to say the least. It's just like very harsh thing to talk about, and I don't want to talk about that. I would just be quiet, because other stuff at this school is like drama. It's just like drama over another trauma. But yeah, it's just weird. It's just the school that I wanna be, we all wanna be, everyone wanna be. We just wanna be special, I guess. The things that I have to praise this school is that they are very good at teaching the student how to do the exam. Like, they are on point every single time, because they will say like, oh, to do the exam you have to read this, do this, look at this clue, can you see this is the way that you can do it faster. If you do this is going to slower you. It's like a tuition source rather than school, but I guess it's work the same. But yeah, it's nice actually, but other thing, bad. And my second school, I don't want to talk bad about them, because I know that their reputation is not great, because it's a larger school that accept the student from like anywhere. Like literally anywhere. They do be providing the van, like the parents don't have to go by themselves and send their student to school. No, send their child to school every day. They just can send them the van, and the van will bring them to school type of situation. And because they accept pretty much everyone, and also the kids who have money but not have brain, they also accept that. So yeah, the school is like a mess, but I guess it's fine. Like the 3 years that I studied there, I think I heard more than 5 times that somebody is going to doing the cat fight with another person, and I do be experiencing the first-hand slap fight arguments of the girls in the school. And I do remember that time, me and the senior that one van, in the van they will get the student who live around the same area to the school together, and they don't care about what age or what class you are in. As long as you live near each other, you will go to this van type of situation. And at that time, I was hanging out with one of my older sister, like older senior in my van in my school. And at first we were talking in the field, the grass field, like, you know, just standing there around the van. And then the two girls just come into the school. They just dress casual, not in the school dress, and they walk to the other two girls who dress in like normal school costume. And you know, me and my senior know that is the girl that about to like fuck shit up, because you know she has the reputation. So we decided that it would be good idea if we just like snoop on them, but hiding in the back of the bush. So we did just that. We go behind the bush and we just, you know, peeping at them, which also other people around that area do as well, because like if I just turn right, turn left, there were people behind the tree, there were people behind the bush, like at the opposite side of the street as well, just like looking at them. And I was there with my senior, and I think the context is like, you know, another girls go out with another boy, she didn't like that, and so on, and they about to like fight. I think they do fight, the hand has been pulling or something, but then the teacher came and dissolved the situation and, you know, called them into the office, and it's pretty much end. But yeah, that's the first time that I experienced the situation like this first-handed, and I decided from that day, like, you know what, I am not going to care so much about them anymore. I'm just going to be quiet and ignore them completely. If I do have some problem with them, I'm not going to confront them at all, because I don't think that's worth it. Like, it's scary, so scary. I can't do that. So yeah, I just like, you know, remember that situation and live my life. But actually, the other student, like even the baddest one, they are not aggressive to everyone else. Like for example, some of the class we still have to learn together, like the Girl Scout, like yeah, it's similar to the Girl Scout, but I don't know what that's called, but let's just call it the Girl Scout. We do have to study that, but they don't allow the student from the same class to be in only one pack of same scout, like the same Girl Scout. We have to like separate it type of situation, and you know, the people there are mixed. So I got to experience them, and they are not aggressive. I guess they look at me as if I was a little puppy, because I don't really being aggressive. Like, I am more of a person that will be aggressive to the teacher rather than the friends, because I don't care about, you know, their problem. I just care about like, did I get enough education or not, you know, when I was young. And yeah, they're just fine, chill, and whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much the second school. I do experience my worst frenemies here, but I'm not going to talk about her because I'm trying my best to get over it. I do speak about her when I'm with my BFF, but I just don't want anyone to know about her, because I don't really care about her, like for real. I block her on every social media platform, so yeah. I don't even know where is she or what she doing or anything if nobody like talked to me about her. So yeah, we're just gonna skip that. Let's move to the last one. And it's gonna be real quick because there's nothing happened here much at school because the last school is the school that I want to attend the most, but the problem is that it's the farthest from my home. Like, it's way far off. I have to take the bus like in the morning and after class to like go back and forth from the school. My parents are not allowing me to stay at the dorm because there is no in-school dorm. There are only like outside dorm, which is actually the university dorm because like my last school is actually kind of like the school that powered by the university kind of thing, and they don't have the inside dorm from the school. They only have the dorm for like university, and if you want to be in the dorm you have to like register the outside dorm type situation, and it's just a little bit weird if I have to live with the university students type of situation. Yeah, so I didn't live in a dorm. I have to go back and forth. It's just a lot of like travel time consuming. It was just a lot. And my friends are great. I mean, I don't get along with everyone there, but I don't want to say that I have problem with every people as well. Like, it's just fine. It's just like fine. I think it's the most finest moment in my life, but at this phase I am changed, like from the bratty girls from like the first school. At this school, because I also passed the second school, which kind of helped me measure a little bit. At the third school I focused 100% on myself and how to like really focus on myself. And I do have a BFF as well, and I do have a lot of beef with her, but it's more of a like she needs attention from me, but I am the person who tend to distancing myself when we do have a problem. So yeah, it just I ran. She is sad because I was not there, and we just keep running back and forth kind of situation. But at the end of the day, I love her. It's just I'm not really want to like do anything because it's just hurt me type of situation. But we understand each other now, at least better than what you would think. But yeah, it helped me measure a lot. The curriculum are great. It's just a lot of great stuff. I also get into the university earlier, so my last year in school is very very weak because I got into the university. I don't even have to like go to the special class that they arrange for the student in order to like, oh my god, help teaching them, help like help them with the university exam and stuff. And they just kind of like decrease our normal class and add more extra class, but I don't have to be there because I'm done. So yeah, I just decide, you know what, I'm gonna go home because like I already get in and I don't need. So yeah, just go home and don't really associate with the school activity after that much. And yeah, it just end because like the time passing so fast. I got into the university since like November, so around November, December, January, February, March, I don't really have anything to like do with the school anymore except like go to study and attend the class and take the test. And yeah, other than that, no. And they don't like take too much time. So yeah, it's just a lot of wasting time type of situation and learning more. For example, like I do learning Korean around this time, learning how to speak English like in the proper way, because also at the school they are very good at teaching English, because they use the teacher from the university, like not only English but other subject, like some other subject they use the teacher who like I don't know, study at this university before and then want to teach this university. Some of them already is the professor, but they don't want to like go to other school, they just want to teach here, so they teach here and so on type of things. And yeah, it's just nice. The curriculum is great, everything is nice, and done. That is pretty much it. I really don't have a lot to say. A lot of my bad childhood things happened when I was young, and the weird one is like when I was young. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today's podcast. It's all over the place, and I don't know, it's kind of like another ranting for me, which I think is fit the concept, because I opened a podcast because I want to rant about something. So yeah, thank you so much for listening, and see you in my another podcast, my number 9 podcast, I guess. Bye bye, have a great day.